We're going to talk to Dr. Yahya Al-Aridi, the spokesman and media advisor to the Syrian opposition, and he joins us now from Istanbul. Doctor, I don't know if you were able to hear any of that White House briefing, but I wonder what your assessment is of what will happen next in this, well, if we can call it proxy war between the US and Russia.
I think the United States not help but do something about this. Although the spokesperson, the lady talked about all options on the table, but I believe that there has to be something because there's a great deal of coordination between the United States and its allies. And at the same time, there are certain hints, there are certain evidence that points to the perpetrator of these war crimes that are being waged against Syrians. And this is not the first time. If the United States doesn't do anything now, I believe that there would be a real problem.
Let me ask you then, do you expect the US to engage in airstrikes against the regime?
I think it's highly likely because with this, the United States, especially the Trump administration, could achieve multi-dimensional targets in doing this regarding Iran and the nuclear treaty that is to be reviewed in May, just sending a strong message to it, sending a message to Russia, saying that you have been handed the Syrian file and you didn't succeed in stopping the bloodshed there. And there is another one to Korea, a third one to the Middle East in general, for peace in the Middle East, for the Arab-Israeli conflict, etc. And also an internal one, which is a very important one to just enforce some sort of credibility for a president who has been continuously attacked by the media, by other parties, etc.
Let me ask you then, if Donald Trump decides not to attack, what might we expect instead from the US? What might they do instead?
Well, that's really a real loss for the person who has been talking about punishing those crime perpetrators. This is one thing, loss of credibility. Another thing, not at the internal level, but also at the international level. He got problems with Korea, with Iran, with Europe, with Russia in particular. All these things would be dangling out there, and the situation would start deteriorating further. That's one thing. Another thing, the United States has its reputation at stake here because the UN Security Council has been taken hostage by Russia all this time. And now the world order would be in a state of disarray. So all these things could, if for instance, as you are suggesting, that this doesn't take place.
Dr. Al-Aridi, thank you very much indeed for your time this evening.